Have you ever given your all to someone, done everything you thought they wanted, only to feel a distance you couldn't explain? The truth about what a woman's soul truly craves isn't in the doing, it's in the being. What we'll uncover today goes beyond gestures, and the final revelation is a truth that will forever change the way you love. You have to hear this. Honest presence. What I have come to know, down in the marrow of my bones, down in the deepest part of my spirit, is that the greatest gift you can ever offer another human being is the purity of your attention. We live in a world that is constantly vying for our energy, isn't it? The phone buzzes, the television screams, the worries of the day pull at the edges of our minds. We can be sitting right next to someone we love. Our bodies can be in the same room, but our spirit is a million miles away. And let me tell you something, the feminine soul, the core of a woman, she can feel that vacancy. She can feel it like a draft in a warm room. It's a chill that has nothing to do with the temperature. You can buy the most beautiful diamond necklace. You can write the most eloquent poetry. You can build a fortress of a home to keep her safe. But if you are not truly present with her, none of it lands. It's like sending a package to the wrong address. The intention might be good, but the delivery is missed. She doesn't just want to be looked at, she wants to be seen. And being seen requires your undivided, unapologetic, honest-to-goodness presence. It means when she is speaking, you are not just waiting for your turn to talk. You're not formulating your response or your defense. You are simply there, a wide-open space for her words to land in. You are listening with your ears, with your eyes, with your whole body. I've had the privilege of sitting with thousands of people from every walk of life, and the one thing that connects us all is that desire to be truly heard. When someone gives you their presence, it is an act of profound respect. It says, "In this moment, nothing else in the universe is more important than you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your stories, it matters to me." That is a currency more valuable than gold. It's a balm for the soul. The grand gestures, the things you do, they are the frame. But your presence, your undivided attention, that is the masterpiece inside the frame. Without it, the frame is just an empty, hollow box. She doesn't want the box. She wants the art. She wants you, all of you, right here, right now. Think about it. When was the last time you sat with the woman in your life and just were? No agenda, no television, no phones on the table, just breathing the same air, your energy focused solely on her. Not to solve her problems, not to fix her, but just to be a witness to her experience. It's in that sacred space of shared presence that true intimacy is born. It's where she feels safe enough to unfurl the most tender parts of her spirit. All the doing in the world is just noise if it's not backed by the silent, powerful symphony of your full attention. It's not about what you do for her, it's about the space you hold for her. And that space can only be created when you are fully, completely, and honestly present. Shared vulnerability. There's a myth we've been sold for generations, a story that a man's strength lies in his stoicism, in his ability to be a rock, an unshakable mountain. And while there is beauty in strength, the greatest strength, the strength that forges a bond that time cannot break, is the courage to be vulnerable. It's the willingness to show the cracks. It's the bravery to say, "I'm not sure," or "I'm scared," or "I need you." This is not weakness. Oh no, this is the highest form of emotional courage. It's the key that unlocks the deepest chambers of a woman's heart, a place that cannot be accessed through force or material offerings. When you perform, when you put on a mask of perfection and pretend to have all the answers, you create a stage. And on that stage, she can only be a spectator in your life. She can applaud your performance, but she cannot connect with the real you, because the real you is hidden behind the curtain. She doesn't want a performer. She wants a partner. A partner is someone who walks alongside you, not someone who watches you from the audience. For her to walk alongside you, she needs to know the path is real. She needs to see your footprints in the mud, not just hear your tales of soaring above it all. Think of the most profound connections you've ever witnessed or experienced. They are almost always forged in moments of shared struggle or shared honesty. When you let her see your uncertainty, you give her permission to be uncertain too. When you share a fear, you create a space where her fears can be spoken and held without judgment. This is the sacred exchange of the human experience. It's you saying, "Here is my heart. It's not perfect, but it is real." And in that offering, you invite her to do the same. This creates a circle of trust so powerful that no external storm can shatter it. All the dinners you can buy, all the vacations you can plan, they are wonderful, but they are experiences that happen to you both. Shared vulnerability is an experience that happens in you both. It is the weaving of two souls into a single tapestry. She doesn't just want to know about your victories. She needs to know the battles that led to them. She needs to know the doubts you wrestled with in the dark, because it's in that shared darkness that the light of true intimacy is sparked. It's a quiet, humble offering that says, "I trust you with my truth." And there is no grander gesture, no more profound declaration of love than that. Unwavering belief. Every one of us at some point in our lives will stand at a crossroads of doubt. The world is loud with criticism, and our own inner voice can often be the harshest critic of all. We question our worth, our talent, our dreams. In these moments, we are like a small boat tossed on a raging sea. And what a woman's spirit yearns for, more than praise for her successes, is someone who will be the lighthouse in that storm. Someone whose belief in her is so steady, so unwavering, that it becomes her anchor. It's not about what you do when she's winning. It's about who you are when she feels like she's losing. Believing in someone is an active, powerful force. It's not just saying, "You can do it." It's a deep cellular knowing that you hold for her, especially when she cannot hold it for herself. It's seeing the sun behind the clouds and reminding her that it's there, even when all she can feel is the rain. This kind of belief is a sanctuary. It's a safe harbor where she can retreat, refuel, and find the courage to set sail again. When you believe in her essence, in the core of who she is, beyond her temporary failures or her fleeting insecurities, you are loving her at a soul level. This is fundamentally different from just being a cheerleader. A cheerleader stands on the sidelines and shouts. A true partner, a true believer, gets in the trenches with her. It's the quiet hand on her back that says, "I see your potential even when you've forgotten it. I see your light even when you feel shrouded in darkness." It's reflecting back to her the magnificent person you have always known her to be. This is a gift of spiritual endurance. It's a testament that your love isn't conditional on her performance. It is a constant. So many relationships are transactional. I do this for you, you do that for me. You achieve this, and I will be proud. But true, soul-deep love transcends that. It says, "My belief in you is not up for negotiation." It does not rise and fall with your successes and failures. It is a foundational truth of our connection. When a woman feels that from you, she is empowered to take risks, to dream bigger, to fall, and to know with every fiber of her being that there is a safe place to land. That place is your unwavering belief. It is a home for her spirit that you build not with your hands, but with your heart. Spiritual partnership. We spend so much time focusing on the logistics of a relationship. Who pays the bills? Who does the dishes? Who plans the weekend? These things are necessary. They are part of sharing a life, but they are the scaffolding, not the cathedral. The cathedral, the sacred space of a truly profound connection, is built on a spiritual partnership. Now, when I say spiritual, I don't necessarily mean religious. I mean the partnership of your spirits, the alignment of your deepest values, the shared journey toward becoming better, more whole human beings. It's about seeing life not just as a series of events to get through, but as a curriculum for your souls. A woman craves a partner who is interested in the evolution of her soul, someone who asks the big questions with her. Who are we becoming? What are we learning? How can we be of service in a bigger way? What is life trying to teach us in this moment? When you engage with her on this level, you are communicating that you see her as more than a body, more than a personality. You see her as an eternal spirit on a human journey, and you are honored to be walking a part of that journey with her. This is the ultimate validation. This kind of partnership is about supporting each other's growth, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about celebrating not just the promotions at work, but the breakthroughs in self-awareness. It's about holding space for her to explore her purpose, to find the thing that makes her spirit sing, and wanting that for her as much as you want it for yourself. It's a we that is focused on a higher calling. The doing becomes infused with a deeper meaning. You're not just making dinner, you are nourishing the bodies that house the spirits you cherish. You're not just going on vacation, you are creating memories that will fuel your souls. This is the shift from a worldly relationship to a soul partnership. It elevates everything. She doesn't want you to just solve her earthly problems. She wants you to explore the mysteries of life with her. She wants to know that you are on the same team, not just in managing a household, but in navigating the grand, beautiful, and sometimes terrifying adventure of being human. When she feels that you are her spiritual teammate, a profound sense of peace settles in her heart. She knows she is not alone in the deepest sense of the word, and that feeling, that spiritual companionship, is a treasure that no amount of material wealth could ever hope to purchase. Intentional listening? Of all the forms of doing, perhaps the most deceptive is the act of simply hearing words. We hear things all day long, but hearing is a passive biological function. Listening, truly listening, is an intentional, active, and deeply loving choice. It is the final and perhaps most crucial piece of this puzzle. A woman's soul doesn't just want her words to be heard. She wants the meaning and the emotion behind her words to be felt and understood. She wants you to listen to her silences as much as you listen to her sentences. Intentional listening is about curiosity. It's about approaching a conversation not with the goal of being right, but with the goal of understanding. When she says, "I'm fine," the world hears fine. A partner who is listening intentionally hears the hesitation. He senses the emotional story that the word fine is trying to cover up. And he doesn't pry or demand, but he creates an invitation. He might say, "It sounds like there's more to it. I'm here if you want to talk about it." That is the difference between hearing a word and listening to a heart. This kind of listening requires you to put down your own narrative, your own ego. It asks you to step out of your shoes and try on hers for a moment. What is she really saying? When she talks about her stressful day at work, is she asking for you to solve the problem with her boss? Or is she asking for you to validate her feelings of frustration and exhaustion? 9 times out of 10, it is the latter. She doesn't need a hero to fix her life. She needs a partner to witness it. Your solutions, your advice, however well-intentioned, can often feel like a dismissal of her feelings. It says, "Let's fix this so we don't have to feel it." Intentional listening says, "I am willing to sit with you in this feeling. You are not alone in it." This is where everything we've talked about comes together. You cannot listen intentionally without being present. You cannot create the safety for her to share without vulnerability. It requires your unwavering belief that her feelings are valid, and it is the very essence of a spiritual partnership. It is the ultimate act of being with someone. It's the practice of quieting your own mind so that you can hear the whisper of her soul. This is the love she craves, not the loud performative acts, but the quiet sacred attention that says without a single word, "I see you, I hear you, and you matter." The truth is, connection isn't built on a mountain of grand gestures. It's not about what you provide, but the presence you bring. It's not about having all the answers, but about having the courage to ask the questions and truly listen. It's about shifting your energy from the franticness of doing to the sacred stillness of being. When you can offer another soul your undivided presence, your shared humanity, and a belief in them that never falters, you are giving them the only things that ever truly mattered. You are giving them a home for their heart. This put words to a feeling I've had my entire life but could never explain. I kept thinking if I just appreciated the doing more, I would feel better. This made me realize it was never about the gestures. It was about the feeling of being truly seen and heard. I'm crying because I feel so understood right now. Thank you. Has anyone else felt this way?